Happy Tuesday again. Well, unexpected surprise. I had a very early day, light schedule at the VTH this morning. It was all done by like around 12. Usually it goes from like 2 to 3:30. Rare days I'll be there till 4, 5, 6. Depending on how far away I am, getting people to doctor's appointments, therapy sections, things like that. It was a very early day, so I got to, and so what am I going to do this afternoon? So I gave George a call. Hey, what are you guys up to? So got a few things going on at the shop. Hey, can I do nothing? Come up. I said, okay, so I'm going to head up to G&G. Go with George, give him a hand. It's over in Wareham, about 20 minutes away, right before you get to the Bourne Bridge. And you head over to Cape Cod Canal. So I'm going to go up there, give him a hand up at G&G. Give me something to do. I got something. I got to heck up something in the oven right now. So bake time's about 20 minutes, so I'll use this time now to get into things I did not get into this morning. Actually, I was going to save this for my Happy Wednesday video tomorrow, but tomorrow I got some things to do. Around the house, I got grass to cut, things to do. Fall's moving in quick, man. 47 degrees this morning overnight. The afternoons are now 71, 72 at best, but no humidity. It's great, sunny. We don't get a lot of rain this time of year in the fall. And but at night, man, it fucking drops off quick. We turn on the heater at night pretty soon now. So tomorrow will be busy, so you're not going to see me again until Thursday. And even then, what time I had before I head off to the VTH. So I didn't get into all of this morning. There was a lot more. I'm saving the best for last. You're going to love this. I guess Java's issuing more threats to people. I guess a few other people he hates more than me. It's hard to believe, huh? Issuing more threats. One guy told him he has enough money to get a lawyer on retainer, and he's going to sue him. He knows where people live. He has their phone numbers, and he's going to sue them for slander or defamation, this, that, the other thing. He said the same thing about me. I check my mailbox every day. I still haven't got a letter from his lawyer. His buddy Joe Mad still hasn't come by to see me, to run into me. What can I say? What can I say? Now he's threatening another guy with a lawsuit. Oh, he went on the pity part again, saying his health is real bad now, and people are making him sick. Yeah, his health isn't bad because he's obesely overweight, because he smokes cigarettes. It's not because of that. It's not why his knee hurts. He says now his knee can't walk. He's carrying what, an extra 160 pounds of fucking weight. What do you expect? The guy's fucking 55, and like I say, man, I don't have to see him in the Crypt Keeper in a 5-yard dash race. That would be fucking epic to watch. That I would watch on pay-per-view, okay? He just let himself go. Smoking, can't breathe, hacking, smoking cigarettes. Dumb motherfucker. But his bad health and all this isn't because he doesn't give a fuck, doesn't take care of himself. And this shit don't happen overnight, man. See, Java lives in this pink euphoric cloud bubble of a world he created in his mind where there's no logic, there's no reason, there's no sense of intelligence in the least. Doesn't realize other people don't live in his world, and they see right through him. He doesn't like that. It's pissed off. And we know people. When I was a kid, I had great aunts. I had a great grandmother. She died when I was about 7. She was in her 90s. And I had some great aunts, Portuguese people. I'm 100% Portuguese. All of them came over from Portugal. And they get older and they get fat. We had people in our neighborhood. We'd see them over the years get fatter and fatter and fatter and smoking. Next thing you know, they got emphysema and they can't breathe. They can't leave the house. They can't get out of bed. And their health just went down the fucking shitter because of them. They let themselves go. And it happens over many, many, many years. Java didn't get like this in the last 5. Oh, I haven't been able to clean my yard in 5 months. That's why it looks like a dump. No, it's like a dump for fucking years. You've been a fat fuck for fucking years because you let yourself go many, many years ago. You're still fucking smoking. You can't breathe. You're hacking. My health sucks because of you people. Saying things I don't like. You're making me too upset. Now he's saying he's so upset from people. Yeah, you can't work on his cars anymore. You can't. He's too wound up. It gets his blood pressure too high. When his blood pressure is high, he can't work on his cars because he didn't know what the fuck he's doing. I guess you ain't gonna figure out how to unscramble all those wires in the starter that the manufacturer put in the wrong fucking place. I guess that ain't gonna happen. Better hurry up, man. He ain't gonna be on that property much longer, before the bank auctions it off. Once again, the pity pot, begging for sympathy and attention. He said he's even thinking about leaving YouTube altogether. How many times he said that? Then he's back the next fucking day? Huh? And he's saying, his health is so bad, he has to get away from YouTube because he knows he doesn't have long to live because people are stressing him out. His blood pressure is going to, he doesn't have long to live. He's fucking 55 years old. Dude, there are people your age working fucking construction right now, all through the summer in this blistering heat and humidity, working in factories. And you sit in your fat ass laid in your fucking bed doing fucking YouTube videos all day, and you act like you have it bad. You have it bad because you don't fucking take care of yourself because you're a fat fuck stupid motherfucking retard that don't give a fuck. Hey, how's that, huh? I think maybe I should have saved this for my Happy Wednesday video tomorrow. Fuck it. I already started it. Now I'm going to finish it. Issuing threats. He's going to leave. But then I did hear. In fact, I just went and checked. He took all his lives down. He's playing hide and seek again. Took all his lives down. They're not there no more. Unless he has another secret channel he started up hoping to attract a whole new group of people that don't know him, don't know he's a fat fuck retard, hoping he can impress them with all his automotive knowledge and skills. And do a whole new series of videos how he's going to sand and paint the fender on the Bel Air. And talk about how it needs a brake job. Talk about how valves still need to be adjusted. Talk about how a starter needs to be put in. Talk about all the things he's been talking about for how fucking long he hasn't done. He hasn't even cleaned out the fucking trunk or all that shit in front of the fucking radiator between the grill. The car's a rolling fucking garbage can. He's too lazy to even put shit in the fucking trash can. He just throws it in the fucking car. And inside the fucking car, in the interior. Anyway, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself here. So he's threatening to leave, threatening to sue people. What else is it? I'm saving the best threat for last, though. You're going to fucking love this one. The watch thing. He says, yeah, he showed off his watches again. He's a hoarder. And if you ever watch hoarders, or even American pickers, when they show up at these people's houses, you can tell these people ain't right. They have some sort of fucking brain damage. They have mental illness. They really do. Who lives like that? Jabba lives like that. And even when they try to buy shit, it's been in a pile under all kinds of rusty shit for 50 years. Well, I don't know if I want to let that go, These people ain't right. They're not. He says he was talking, and then he was showing more watches. He's got 9 watches. Who the fuck needs 9 watches sitting on a fucking table? And he's trying to... Women, once again. He's got a thing about women. He says, he even brought women. Well, women collect shoes and pocketbooks. So why can't I collect watches? Well, women wear these shoes. They carry these pocketbooks. What the fuck you gonna do with all those watches? He says, and then he's like in a smug, arrogant way, like bragging. I got all these things that other people don't have. Other people don't have it because they don't want to blow their money on shit that's going to sit around. They're not going to fucking use it. It's useless to them. That's why other people don't have it. They don't want it. They're not a dumb, fat, fuck retard like you. What the fuck would I need 9 watches sitting on a table for? Spend that money on what? Here's where it gets good. He says, now I know what the name of the watch is, Brian. And I got a real good look at it. I even took a screenshot of it. And I went to the Walmart site and look. See, Jabba, you talk a lot, man. You talk a lot for hours and hours and hours and hours on here. I don't think you listen to what you say. I don't think you're even aware of what you say. You just get on a roll and just say whatever you can pull out of your fucking ass. Thinking you're somehow going to impress people. He said he bought it at Walmart, right? He says, yeah. He said he bought that chain at a pawn shop. But he bought those 3 watches at Walmart. And he put up to the screen. He says, now I got to see it. It's called an Invicta. They're okay. They're, like a Timex, They're not a Bulova, a Seiko, a Pulsar. Definitely not a Rolex. There's a lot of cheap watches out there that they make them look big and bulky, like, Rolex type. They make them look real big and fancy. But it's cheap white metal. You know what I mean? The mechanisms in them are not really precise. That it's like all for show, you know. And unless people really don't know the name brands and what they are, they look at it. Oh, that's a really nice watch, and I realize it's a fucking $30, $40 watch. You know, you know what I mean? So he's showing this watch. He says, "Oh, you know, this watch here I got on right here, retails for," he says, retails for $800 and something, almost $900. This watch right here retails for almost $900. But I got it for a lot less than that at Walmart. I had no idea Walmart sold really expensive jewelry like that. I could be wrong. He says, "You know what I did, Brian? I took the screenshot. I took a good look at it. And I went to the Walmart site and I looked at all their Invicta watches all the way down the line. Cheapest one they had was like $34. Most expensive one they had was $109. The one like his was something like $70, something like that." He says, "But there was another one for like $34 or $38. It could have been that one too. They were very, very similar. All of them had the same big, bulky style, you know, real attractive to the eye, but different color dial faces, maybe two different color outer rims. Maybe one had like a sweeping second hand in the dial." He says, "I could be wrong, but it's either the one for like $34 or it could possibly be the one for $90 something dollars." So you're saying it's a $900 watch. Well, if Walmart selling $900 watches for either of those prices, they're fucking idiots. Who in their right mind would do that? You know what I mean? Now I saved the best for last. Now I gotta go check on my food. I'm looking at the clock, and when I put it in the oven, I got about 6 minutes here. So I can eat food that ain't burnt. So I don't fuck up my meal, and I gotta figure out how I'm gonna go get a fucking free lunch somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Here's the best one. He says, some guy says to him, "Hey, I thought you were gonna make a phone call and make me disappear." I guess he's threatening harm on people now. Java says to him, this was on a live, Java actually said it. "Well, I didn't," but real cocky, you know, with his arrogance, you know. "I didn't say I was going to make you disappear. I said I can make a phone call and make you disappear." According to Java, he's in tight with the Gambinos. Now, if you know Jersey, New York area, you know, you got a lot of mafia families there. The Gambinos are pretty well known, right? According to Java, he's in tight with the Gambinos. And he can make a phone call, and they'll do him a favor and make someone disappear for him. Yeah. I started laughing. He says, "Yeah." He said he's in tight with the Gambinos. And if he wanted to, he says, he didn't say he was going to do it. He said he can do it. If he wants to, he can make a phone call to the Gambinos and make that guy disappear. And he made me think about something. There's a show I like. In fact, I save every episode on DVR. History's Mysteries, hosted by Lawrence Fishburne. I like him. He's a pretty cool actor. Biker Boys was a terrible movie. Then again, Fast and Furious. I don't care for any movies like that. He's a pretty cool guy, you know. I like his movies. Nice personality. A nice, calm demeanor, the way he speaks. Seems pretty intelligent and a decent guy. Anyway, he hosts his show on all different episodes on different mysteries that have happened. You know, like what happened to the Lindbergh baby and Amelia Earhart, all this, you know, stuff like that. I like it. And he did an episode on Jimmy Hoffa. You know, that Union Teamster leader that mysteriously disappeared. He was involved with the mob, and, you know, a lot of things were going on. And he mysteriously disappeared one day. Was it back in the late 60s or something like that? Not early 70s? To this day, never been found. And he got into all different theories. People say they were witnesses. They saw him get into a car. They saw his body put into a 50-gallon steel drum and taken to a scrapyard and was put in a car crusher and then taken, you know, some people say he was buried under Yankee Stadium. All these different theories. And he gets into all of this. It's interesting. And I thought, maybe I know what happened to Jimmy Hoffa. One day, Jimmy Hoffa told Java that he was a fat fuck retard that didn't know shit about cars. Java got all pissed off, picked up the phone, called the Gambinos, and that's why Jimmy Hoffa disappeared. You never know, right? Okay, listen, now I gotta go eat my food. Head up to Wareham, gonna hang out with Gilly and George, do a few things up at their dealership, you know. I'll make sure I'll be home before my better half gets in from a shift at the hospital. So have a great day, have fun, stay safe. No Uncle Brian tomorrow. See you Thursday, buddy.